Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel, Paul Pluta channel. Keep watching in 2018. Okay guys, I'm doing a paid review. Guys. This is from Claire. Okay, let's have a look, Claire. Hi Archie, I'm sorry to bother you because I know you are very busy. Fuka, I sent you £35 for an evening with Nigel Farage wristwatch review about 2 weeks ago. But you did get my request and it is possible to change it. My friend has sold his Explorer 2 for an Explorer 1. Could I ask you to review that instead? No worries if you've already made the video. I'm about to PayPal you £30 so you have a Christmas drink on me and Lapin. This is my request. Okay. Hi Arch, my name is Claire and I'm a big fan of your channel. It's thanks to you that I learnt to appreciate luxury timepieces. I've sent you £35 for a paid review. I live in Great Britain and this January I'm lucky enough to be seeing the Brexit hero himself, Nigel Farage. Firstly, I'd love to know what you think of Mr. Farage. Now for my dilemma. Please help me, Archie. I shall be meeting Nigel with two gentlemen I know from the internet. We are all really excited to have discussed what we should wear. These boys are very smart fuckers and absolutely nailed it with their dress clothings until it got to wristwatches. To protect the innocent, I'll call them Dick and Dom. Now, Dick has given me the shits. He thinks people only buy Rolex to show off a brand, and he'll be wearing a Casio Edith chronograph. What do you think of this watch, and would it be an insult to wear one in front of the great Nigel Farage? Dom scares me even more because all he said was his watch was slim and it tells the sign. What the fuck does that mean? I don't know whether it's waterproof. What if he falls into the London Thames? What do you say? Is no watch better than a shitter in front of a classy man like Nigel Farage? Now, Arch, the big question is, what should I wear? My good friend Lapin has offered to lend me his Explorer 1 Rolex, over 20 years old, great condition. I think this is a sexy watch that will impress Nige, but would you agree? I'm slightly scared of borrowing this piece, but I've got to admit it turns me on. I'm saving up for my dream watch. I love the military history, so I'm in the market for a Leica Luftwaffe pilot watch, but I won't be able to afford one before January. I was thinking of buying a vintage Art Deco piece. Art Deco piece, style affordable piece just to wear for Nige until I afford my dream watch. But it is a shitter. What do you think I should do? I want to impress Nige. Many thanks. Love, Archie. Claire. Well, Claire, thank you so much for consulting with myself. Nigel Farage. Yes, he was the... wasn't he the leader of UKIP? And yeah, it's quite an interesting guy. He's very much the man of the moment. But I gotta tell you honestly... Okay, so if you're asking me the question, what do I think of Nigel Farage? Look, I think Britain has got a number of problems. I think England has got a number of problems. Is Nigel Farage the answer? You know, sometimes I worry about idolizing certain people. And I think it's more of a societal problem than Nigel Farage himself there. I kind of... Look, I don't hate the guy. I don't mind the guy. I don't mind the guy. I don't know much about him. I'm in Australia. But I gotta tell you, you people in England have got a absolute mess. There is an absolute mess in England. I mean, the situation... I love British TV. The bailiffs are coming. The sheriffs are coming. What else? Britain on benefits. Neighbours from Hell. I've watched all these British shows, and I can say Britain really is in the shitter. The shitter. You know, and I've also seen so many documentaries. I do like look, I don't know much about Nigel or his politics. I really don't know. He presents himself as a nice enough sort of guy, well dressed in a suit. He reminds me of what a Tory MP should be like. That's what he reminds me a bit of. I don't know the guy. I really don't know the guy, so it's hard for me to comment. But sometimes you meet your idols. It's best not to meet your idols. You know what I mean? You realize, hey, I mean, it's nice to meet famous people and that. I mean, you're talking to Archie Luxury. I'm famous. But sometimes you meet these people and you realize they don't live up to your expectations. So I don't want you to be disappointed, Claire. Now, as for will he... Look, I think watches are a very interesting thing. You know, I love wristwatches. I'm wearing the Breitling. That's what a good Englishman, a lot of Englishmen wear Breitling. Very, you know, blingy kind of things there. I think realistically it depends if he's a watchman or not. It's like turning up at a meeting. I mean, I remember years ago I had this Mercedes-Benz Pagoda Mercedes, which they're worth about £100,000 now. And I showed my friend, and he goes, "It's an old car." And I said, "Well, no, it's a beautiful. It's a thing of beauty." So it depends if Nigel Farage is into watches or not. And I did a bit of a Google search on Nigel Farage if he's into watches, and I can't see him actually wearing anything spectacular. However, there were a few Labour members who had Patek Philippe's and a few Tories. That was all I really found there. As for Nige himself, it depends if he's into watches. I mean, if you're into watches, you know, it is a very cool thing. It depends if he's into them. But Claire, I don't know about you, but any lovely lady wanted to be friends with me, I'd be impressed that a young lady wanted to talk to me, yet alone what sort of watch she was wearing. Look, I think this is how it is. I think a watch is such a cool thing. I think they're cool. I think they're really cool. I think the Explorer 1 is very, very cool. Very cool indeed. I think they're a great watch. I think that'd look great on a lady. Yes, Explorer 1, 36mm. No problems at all. That is a great watch. As for Nigel, it depends if he's a watch person. I mean, if he's not a watch person, it'll just fly over his head. I mean, he's not God, for God's sake. He's not God. So it really depends whether he's a watch person or he's not a watch person. You know, that's always, it's like being, are you a car person or not a car person? Yeah, a nice car is a nice car, but how could I say this? You don't want to be talking about the watch you're wearing, you know. You're going to be subtle. If you've got a nice watch, you want to be subtle about it. You don't want to be saying, "Hey, what are you wearing, my friend?" You got to be very subtle. So I kind of think it depends whether he's a watch person or not. But I mean, at the end of the day, he's a person, you know. I mean, I think Britain is in a bigger mess than one person can save. Personally, I think Britain is. I hold a British passport. I am a British subject there, although I've never stepped foot in the motherland. I can tell you from what I've seen, it looks pretty nasty, pretty fucking nasty, England. I think, look, just, you know, just be yourself, and don't try and impress. Just be yourself. That's more important than what watch you're wearing or your friends are wearing. I mean, hey, just go in there, have a good time, it's a great thing to meet. Sometimes it's better not to meet your idols, but hey, you get a chance to meet Nigel Farage. Hey, I'd meet him. I like him. I like some of the things he says there. He's certainly a wacky politician. Look, I think England's got some serious problems, It's sort of, it goes back to, England's got some serious problems. It's got a huge welfare bill. It's got a lot of, England's got a lot of problems. I will say that. It's got a lot of, you look at some of the situation you've got there. I think the biggest thing I can't stand in England is you've got parking and cameras everywhere, and you're not your own rights yourself. It's a bit of a disaster. But my advice is go there. Look, I don't think he'll be impressed by a watch unless he's a watch person. It's sort of you've got to be a watch person to be impressed by a certain watch. It depends. I did a bit of a Google and I couldn't find that he was a watch person. But Claire, the Explorer one is beautiful. Wear that, stylish, elegant, just like you, love. And hey, have a good time. And tell me what he's like. I'd love to hear. Report back to me. Tell me, what is he like? Is he a nice guy? What's he like? And have a great time. That's what's important. I'm Archie Luxury. Tell me what you guys think of that. Hi guys, Archie Luxury channel. Guys, I want to talk to you today. It's very, very important. Men cannot live on Google ads alone. I depend on your support to keep me on YouTube full time. Guys, there's a number of ways you can help me stay on YouTube producing content. Number one, you can organize a paid review. That's right. I will make a video for US $20 minimum, and I will review your collection. I'll answer a question for you. Normally takes about 14 days, 10 to 14 days for me to make these vids. The other thing you could do to sponsor me and help me stay full-time on YouTube is sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay a small amount of money, like $1, $2, $5, $10, $20, anything, any amount you want over $1, and it basically sends $1 each month to me. Now, you can cancel at any time if you're sick of the show or you don't like me anymore. So guys, help keep me full-time on YouTube. Paid reviews, I do. Sponsor me on Patreon, and Patreon people get advanced screening of some videos and secret videos. Not to mention, I got advertising space on the fridge. Come on, guys, keep me full-time on YouTube.